Hello, hello! Welcome to Gilgamesh playing the Talos Principle 2. Yeah, puzzle game. It's been a while since I've played the Talos Principle 1, but I think I've actually done well, I'm not sure if it's 100%, but I've seen all endings of that. Was a very interesting puzzler with some philosophical themes, and if I remember correctly, small spoilers, but I guess if you're watching this, I have either played the Talos Principle 1 already, or you don't really care about spoilers. In the end, you basically get the true ending by not doing what you're told, right? So let's see if the Talos Principle 2 kind of follows that principle. I have no idea about the game apart from having played Talos Principle 1. I don't know if it's a sequel, if it's a prequel, if it's a parallel quill, whatever you want to call them, right? And I really hope that the resolution of my screen is not gonna mess with your enjoyment, because I was not able to adapt the screen resolution to the recording resolution, which would be 256 times 4040, 1440. So yeah, I'm just hoping that there will not be really anything of a HUD, so that you don't miss anything, because yeah. Take the next step forward in the story of the Talos Principle in a thought-provoking, character-driven, interactive narrative. Engage with a diverse spectrum of puzzles, each offering a unique challenge and depth of complexity. Sure, new game, here we go. A prophet hath no honor in his own country. I have always felt that a human being could only be saved by another human being. Initializing firmware. Firmware functional. Loading autonomous program parameters. Version 1.08 loaded. System check. Passed. Initializing memory banks. Starting autonomous process. Ready. Alright, holy hell, my GPU is getting cooked. I don't like that. And not like slow cooked, but cooked. Like boiled. Like 100 degrees Celsius cooked. Alright, maybe that's gonna help already.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Again. Alright, Elohim. Okay, so quick recap of Talos Principle 1. It's a puzzle game. You start out in a very similar temple-looking thing, if I remember correctly, like this one. And you're also greeted by Elohim. So the true ending of the first game is that you basically emerge your puzzling area victorious by being downloaded. So basically it's revealed that it was all just a simulation, and you're a computer program that was undergoing the simulation, and you were being tested. If you were actually able to, go against your programming, I think, to actually, because humanity died out, and this project was what they tried to save humanity with, right? And the idea was to create a program, like basically a artificial intelligence, that would be able to think and behave like a human being. So that's what Talos Principle 1 was about. So basically, by going against what Elohim, which is the same character that talks to us how, and I think Elohim is I'm not sure if it's Hebrew, some language, and I think it's something like God, right? Or I'm not sure about that, right? But I think it's something similar to God, or at least a very high-ranking angel or something. Basically going against what he tells you, and you need to actively work against him and even one rival, so to say, right? And then in the end, you're being downloaded as a program into an actual physical body, and you're released into the actual world, of which you can see that something happens. It's basically a post-apocalyptic world. You cannot really see a lot. I think you just leave through a very overgrown temple area, or whatever it is, right? And basically you are unleashed onto the world. So I have no idea if this now actually plays in this new world we've been released into. Obviously we can see we are a robot again. Or if this is again a simulation. So we're gonna find out about that, because being talked to by Elohim again. Hold left to sprint. Oh, can I toggle that? Can I make that a toggle? Hold to sprint, there we go. Instantly makes me feel like this is the same setup as before, but obviously the creators of the game also know that, right? That we would be immediately thinking of that, so that's probably very, very intentional. And we're gonna find out if they're just misleading us, or what is going on with all of this, with any of this. Can we crouch? Probably not. I'm playing this on, as I play any FPS first-person view games, I'm playing this with a keyboard and mouse, if you were wondering. So it's not like simple as just press any button on the controller to figure out if you can do anything but running around. Because, well, I could press every single button on the keyboard, but that's a few more buttons than on the controller, I guess. But yeah, so I am playing this game on a ultra-wide monitor, which means that I do have a strip on the left and on the right that you cannot see on the recording. I think it's not gonna be very important because I hope that text messages and stuff are gonna be in the center of the screen anyways, right? And there's no HUD anyways, so I hope that's gonna be fine. All right. Can leave. Yeah, if I remember correctly, like those like zones were so that you cannot take anything from inside the zone outside the zone. Like there were like these lasers and stuff, right? Yeah, exactly. These things, jammers and whatever, that interfere with electrical fields and stuff, and you cannot take those through those. Through those pathways here. I can demonstrate that real quickly. Pretty sure we cannot open this or anything. This obviously is to jam this little electrical field here so that we can go through that, but just to demonstrate, we cannot take it out here. So that's what these are for and what these symbolize. So, okay, we just cannot go through. I just wanted to check if we get damaged or something like that. As I said before, it's been a while since I've played the first Talos principle. So I don't 100% remember all of the mechanics, but I do remember jammers being in there, so that's kind of the same as before. Oh, what was that? Interesting. So that very much hints, as in the base game, in the first game, that we are indeed in a simulation again, right? Because there was like this little pillar here glitching out, meaning that, you know, like there's a glitch in the Matrix, basically, right? Yeah. So this is just our basic introductions to all the puzzle mechanics. This is the exact same so far as in the base game. Not the base game. Why am I saying base game? It's not the DLC. There is DLC to this. This is a base game. Talos Principle 2. So nothing... Oh yeah, I can jump. And I forgot about that. Nothing wildly surprising so far. Except for the fact that I'm actually kind of surprised that we seem to be in another simulation. Oh yeah, the reason why I give this quick recap about Talos Principle...
This land is but a dream.
Oh?
You will stay here only for a little while. Soon, you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
Interesting, so they tell us from the beginning that this is actually a simulation. So if I understand this correctly, like, it seems to take place after the first Talos Principle, meaning that awakening in a new world will probably be like the real world, right? Or maybe it's just going to be another simulation, who knows? So my current working theory is that it's like how the robots that were released into the world, right, procreate. You know, like, because they obviously can't really... I mean, the first of these robots, well, the software of the first of these robots was, the consciousness of these robots was cultivated by one of these simulations, right? So it would make sense that if you want to have more of these robots that are individuals and not just...
Do not be afraid of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
It would make sense to have them undergo the same simulation or a similar simulation, maybe a shorter one, to make sure that they are actually not, you know, like, intelligent enough to fulfill the criteria of being in this
You may
civilization.
linger in my garden for as long as you wish.
Thank you.
But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you, and this place is only a dream.
Yeah, it's just a tutorial, I do get that. I'm just theorizing about that. Thank you, Elohim. So I think in the base game, I must forge the tools by which humanity will rebuild itself and transform the world into the Eden that it never was, at the blacksmith. I think at Eden you would have these messages that were basically being left there by previous iterations of the AI agent, right? And I think they usually would have like the signature would be of like Steam friends, and you could, I think, even leave messages if I remember correctly. I didn't ever do that, but I do remember like Balnek showing me a picture of a message that was signed with my Steam name, and I was like, but I never left that message. But yeah, it's kind of cool that the game does that. Alright, so this is a bit of a larger area. Yeah, I slowly remember having to put Tetronimos into those squares to be able to open the doors. I remember. It's all coming back to me, slowly but surely, yeah. And I think I saw a sign pointing over this, so we can probably get some Tetronimos over here. Interesting enough that we have multiple. Oh, okay, so with those that we got over there, we can open this gate, and with those that we get over here, we can open the other gate over here then, right? Not this one, but this one. Yeah, okay, and then here we get all the pieces that we need to open this gate. Alright, so let's go over here. Yeah, I do like puzzle games, but, you know, like, especially when the puzzles are kind of same-ish for a long time, I tend to kind of get bored at some point. For example, I recently, well, not that recently, but I did start playing, what's it called, The Witness. And I played quite some of it, but in the end, I still, you know, like, stopped playing. Or I haven't I have not nearly finished it yet, because it's kind of like, it's always more or less the same, and I don't know. At some point, I usually get bored of these. Somehow. Well, not somehow, but somewhat bored of them.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
Interesting. So yeah, I hope that's not going to be the case for this one. I did play the Talos Principle one, the full game, so I'm not really afraid that it should be a problem here. Can we grab that through the fence? No, okay. But we can probably throw it over there. Can we throw it? Cannot throw. Can I put it up and like drop it over there? No, okay. Oh yeah, I probably need to put, yeah, one of those. Interesting, on that side. And then jump on here and grab it from this side, right? Yeah, okay. Now I can build a stepping stone over here. Over this fence. And there we go. Easy. Well, obviously. I do remember there being quite a lot of secrets in the first game. I don't expect there to be already any here, like that immediately at the beginning of the game. But who knows, right? I'm not really planning on doing 100% of this, I have to say. I like how it's crossed out, you know, you need to keep track on your own. I mean, this is still a tutorial, right? Obviously, so probably not going to be too complicated. We just do another, really? Oh. I mean, I can just jump on this, and then jump on this, and then jump up there. Wow.
Well done, my child.
Thank you, Elohim. Yeah, I'm not planning on doing 100%. We're just gonna play through it and see how it goes. And see how much completion we get, you know. Wait, can I rotate? Yeah, I can rotate, okay. Alright. Windy day. Oh yeah, sometimes even the oh yeah, the ventilator, the ventilators, the fans. I remember those. Wait. Oh, I can put it here, really. But I do need to put it up there, so I can take this down here. Take this off, put this on here, and now we can install it up here. And there we go. Oh, come on. Yay.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. It's like the rattling pate from Dark Souls. Single slit experiment. Yeah, often the names of the rooms include hints to how to the solution of the problem, right? Solution of the puzzle. Oh, this seems to be a little more elaborate. Alright, what are we gonna do with this one? Okay, this is not gonna kill me. Or is it? Oh, it probably is gonna kill me. Wait, can I stand in this? Huh, interesting. I don't think I can block it with the hexadron. Oh, I can. Okay. Yeah, and this should deactivate the fan over here, right? Now we can't get in. Easy. Yeah, but that's the introduction to these lasers. They also have different colors, right? To activate those switches and stuff. Yeah, so far I don't think we've seen anything that wasn't in the first game as well. I'm sure there's gonna be new stuff, right? Versatile contraption. We have a jammer here. And we obviously need to put here. And now we need to... Wait, can we... That also deactivates this. Okay, so we're probably gonna need this... Probably gonna need this jammer later in for this, for example. So we need something to put on... No, I can just take it, right? I cannot take it. Interesting. So we need to find something to put it on the floor switch there, so that we can take the jammer to jam this gate. I cannot see anything to pick up though. I mean, I could put the jammer on the switch, but that wouldn't really do anything, would it? Can I jam the... I cannot jam the door over there. I can jam that door from here. Interesting. I didn't realize that before. But of course, now I cannot get through here. Huh. Oh, can I put it on the switch while jamming? Oh, that's what I mean with versatile contraption, right? It has quite a range. Cool. Okay. Nothing behind there. What do we need you for? We cannot take you out of this. I mean, you can probably use it to jam this gate over here. It seems... I'm assuming I'm gonna have to take the jammer over there to somewhere here to build the progress. This is obviously jamming this gate, but where do we even want to go? I haven't seen the Tronimo yet that I'm trying to get. Probably behind there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we need to deactivate that fan. I can't jam the fan, right? Yeah, so I do need the jammer at the entrance. Now, I think I want to use this to jam this gate so that I can take this through the gate. Can I do this without... Yeah, I can. Okay, let's jam this gate, please. Now I can take this jammer and put it here to jam this gate. So now I can take this one. And now I can... Oh, wait, can I not jam that? Huh. And how do you even get there when I can... Oh, I can't jam it from here. Okay, never mind then. Alright, that worked. I was a little confused why I couldn't jam it through the fence. Thank you, thank you. We're missing one? Oh, over here. Okay. Static pressure. I cannot get it. Okay. Really? I'm pretty sure I need to get it, right? I'm trying to press take hexadron, but it doesn't work. It just moves off the switch. I mean, it kind of seems obvious as to what to do. Just take one of those and put it over there, right? Huh. But I cannot even get in here. Am I missing something? I'm not fast enough to go through the gate. I cannot jump, I cannot take. Am I missing a control? I also don't think, like, jumping onto it makes it activate for longer or something, right? Huh. Well, this one has me stumped, not gonna lie. Can I take... Oh, I can... Ah, take off the fan. Ah. Easy. Just have to remember that. Do I even need that? I don't think I need the second one, right? Not to get the Geronimo, at least. Oh, I do need it, okay. Because I'm not getting lifted high enough. Am I on the thing? I don't think so. Oh, interesting. I think I'm gonna put it there and keep this in my hand and jump onto... Yeah, okay, that works. Alright, there we go. Alright, remember you can detach fans and probably also other things from their socket. So that's the one for over here, right? Yeah. Something like that, probably.
I am proud of all my children.
Aw, such a nice dad.
Out of a world of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And there your brothers and sisters await
I'm looking forward to
celebrate your birth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my working theory seems to be correct, that this is how they birth new robots, basically. That's actually smart. Fundamental connections. Yeah, oh yeah, I do remember those. Oh, the pain they brought me. Alright, we have a switch over here that we wanna activate, and this probably jams the door. And we have 2 of those connectors. This probably opens that door, right? So I don't need this anymore. Now, how exactly do they work? Wait a second. I don't remember how those work, actually. Like this? Connect. Ah, okay. Which is exactly why there is a tutorial like this, right? Keep connection. What? I want to get you to connect to that one. I need to... Oh, I need to... Okay, select all of them, I see. This is exactly why we get this tutorial, right? Because for some reason we need to be able to solve these puzzles in the real world, as it seems, in the new world, because... I am wondering what the story behind that is, actually, now that I think about it. Prismatic diffraction. You know, like... Why do we need those skills? Oh, for logical puzzle solving out there. So I guess you can connect as many lasers as you want, as it seems. Interesting. Can we just move this over here? then? Is that what you're talking about? I should have kept it on connections, but okay. I want this, and this, and this, and that. Yeah. That does work. Interesting. Yeah, you can see that all of these little puzzles here are just teaching us how the game works, right? The mechanics of how much you can do with each of the puzzle pieces. You're missing 3. We don't those. Okay. Destructive interference. I guess this is gonna show us that we cannot cross the streams. Never cross the streams! You already know that since the very first Ghostbusters. So, blue. 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 Putting here should be fine, right? Now the problem, of course, is if we do that, which is the obvious solution, we probably cannot get the red one to work. Because if we put that, I just realized it's not reaching the switch over there. If you put it here, yeah, you cannot cross the circles, cross the lasers. So, we probably want to have this. But then how would that work? Oh wait, there's another one over there. We don't need all of them at the same time. I see. It's totally fine to just have this gate active over there first, so that we can get this connected down here. And we can now use this to do what exactly? I mean, we don't need to have this active over there anymore, right? So you can just deactivate that one laser there. And ugh. Do this all around here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yay! Alright. It's always so satisfying when you can, like, activate all switches in one go, but you need to remember, you don't always have to do that. 2 colors, 2 doors. Oh, I love this already. I mean, I probably love this because the solutions to the puzzles are rather easy so far, right? Because this is a tutorial. But I do remember them getting more difficult, let's say it like that, right? And especially not as clear, you know, like sometimes you need to, or you had to, find a kind of weird angle or something. Oh, I think this is just to put one of those connectors on top of, right? So that you can actually alleviate it above. Yeah, I think I can put this here. Then we take this connector here. Connect it with the blue switch and the blue power pole. And then put it up here. Because obviously, lasers can above each other, but not through each other. Yay. Teaching us the mechanics. One more. Then that might also already be it for the tutorial. Maybe. So, we have a fan. Yeah, it is a fan. That is deactivated for some reason. We don't have a jammer. I see. We can put this little cube here, or hexa, what is it called? Hexahedron. Take the connector, connect it with the red switch and the, what's that even called? The emitter, laser emitter. Put it on top of the hexahedron and then activate the fan. There we go. Because obviously the laser cannot go through the electro field.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel.
Yay, thank you.
Now hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I in my garden could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
But I'm a program, I'm software, how am I meant to be human? Oh knows. That's exactly the philosophical question behind, right? Is it possible that at some point AI will actually develop a human-like? Well, they're never gonna be human-like, right? But you're like, will they develop a consciousness according to what we? It's kind of funny because that's what I sometimes say to my apprentices. You know, like when it's like, oh, that person was cancelled for saying I don't know what XYZ, right? And they're like, lol, obviously you should never say something like that, right? And I'm just like, so what exactly do you guys think of the current state of AI? Like, do you think that that AI should have the same rights as humans have? And they're like, well, lol, obviously not, because they're program side. And I'm like, oh, okay, put that on Twitter, and in 20 years, when we solve the question of, you know, like, can robots actually develop consciousness, then whenever you want to become president of whatever, wherever, it's gonna be like, 20 years ago, they said robots don't have a soul, robots are not people. Oh, it's the exact same, right, as for what others said. And like, 150 years ago, it was normal that... Actually, I think 100 years ago, right? It was still normal that women were not allowed to vote, right? When was the... Well, it depends on where you live, obviously, and stuff like that. And there's still places in the world where women are being... subdued, very much so. So, yeah, you know, like... times change. What you think should be normal and not normal today might be very different in 30 years. So sometimes you need to cut those people aside, you know, like when it's like 35 years ago on MySpace, on your MySpace profile when you were 14 years old, you said XY. Oh, cancel them.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
Whatever happens, we're in it together, Lilith. Alright, so this is probably gonna have us downloaded into an actual vessel, or something is gonna go wrong. Let's see. I am very curious as to what happens. I'm very, very sure at this point that this is a sequel to the base game, which I think it also says, probably somewhere in the description, right? So, to the base game, to the first game. So let's see. Battery status, good.
You're awake.
Hello,
Welcome
Neve.
to the world of the living.
Thank you. Your face is right out of the Uncanny Valley. Well, I'm alive. Hi, pleased to meet you.
Oh, you're polite. What a
Sure,
rare
why wouldn't I?
combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you.
The
I'm
algorithm.
confusing you.
No, actually not. I'm pretty
Don't worry.
clear on what's going
Everyone
on.
is confused at first.
I'm not confused.
You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions.
Well, I mean, I have played the Talos Principle 1, so I'm rather knowledgeable, I think at least, of what is going on. But I guess I could use some pointers.
You want the short version or the long version?
I'm a bit confused about the FPS. It seemed a little low, so I'm not sure. But, you know, like, CPU is very fine. Now. Okay. Give me the short version, please.
All right, let's
yeah.
see. You are a human being. You live on a planet called Earth.
I'm not human, but okay.
Your ancestors were organic, but they were wiped out by a plague.
Okay, so I am
They were
human.
created to carry forward their legacy.
I see.
After the founder left the simulation that was used to create her mind, she founded the city of New Jerusalem and set the goal of creating 1,000 new humans.
Okay. Why exactly 1,000?
That took a long time. About a millennium, in fact.
Wow.
And in the meantime, she sadly decided to go into exile.
Why?
But finally, you have arrived.
What do I mean you have arrived? Why me? Why am I special? Why would I be special? Oh, I'm probably the 1000th human, right? Okay, interesting. So it makes sense that they call themselves human, even though they're not organic, right? Because they are the legacy of humanity. So it makes sense, basically, humanity 2.0. You're number 33, I see. Do I have 1,000 on my chest? Oh, thanks. Why did it take so long, though? I mean, if we think about the fact that the base game, you know, like you were like, I don't remember what time horizon was there, but the you know, like the simulation that cultivated these artificial intelligences, is that the plural of intelligence? I don't know. Was running for a long time and was falling apart basically, right? Already with corrupted memory and stuff. So it would make. I mean, if I would assume they would improve on the process, right? It wouldn't take that long again to make more consciousnesses. But it's probably not that easy because, yeah, I mean, fascinating. Oh, this is so cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you.
Why did the founder
Your birth
go
is
into
quite
exile?
the event.
That's a lot of questions. What happened to the founder?
No one really knows. At first, she was closely involved with everything that happened in the city, but gradually, she became more distant. And one day, she simply vanished. That was centuries ago.
Why? Okay, so I'm assuming that our quest is gonna be to find the founder and ask why she did that. I'm assuming Elohim is just a software, so.
He was
But
the
let's ask
caretaker of
anyways.
the simulation that created the founder.
Mm-hmm.
When the
I know that.
simulation was completed, he became part of all of us. You will hear him whenever you enter sleep mode. Nothing to worry about, really.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So they are sleeping. Oh. Tell me about yourself, Neith.
Me?
Mhm.
Well, as you can tell by my number,
33. You
I'm
were
quite
pretty
old.
early. Mm.
I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She
Athena.
and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning.
Oh, tell me more. Come on. So I guess Athena is the founder. Will there be more new humans after me? That's a good question because Athena wanted to create exactly 1,000 humans. I wonder why. Like, why not more? Why not less? Why exactly 1,000? I mean, it seems to be like a first stage, right? Obviously, there's more resources on Earth to have more than 1,000 robotic people, right? Robotic humans 2.0. We're just gonna call them human 2.0, which is too long. Human V2s. Let's call them V2s. Yeah, we call us V2s because we're human version 2, right? V2s. Okay. So why exactly 1,000 V2s? I mean, obviously they would not want to repeat the mistakes that humans made with overpopulating the world until it probably, you know, like eradicate themselves. Global overpopulation and all things. But why exactly 1,000? I would have assumed, you know, like it's just that it was just like would just be like a test run to see how long it takes, how it works. Are we gonna work as a society, right? So will there be no
You've only
more
just been
V2s after
born,
me?
And already you step right into a major controversy.
Yeah.
The goal, as most people understand it, was fulfilled the moment you were born.
Mm-hmm.
Now New Jerusalem is complete, and we can live in balance, without damaging the world like our ancestors did. That's the orthodox view, I suppose, but there are many who disagree. You'll have to figure out where you stand for yourself.
Well, first of all, 1,000 really isn't a lot. I'm pretty sure that this world is most likely gonna be able to support more than 1,000 V2s, right? But obviously, you know, like, with that mindset, you're at some point gonna run into the same issues as normal people, right? It's gonna be like, we can't do 2,000, we can't do 4,000, we can't do 2 billion, right? And at some point it's suddenly like, oops, no, we can't. But obviously the philosophical question is, are we really human? If we would only fulfill that goal and then not strive to do something else, to go further, to look for another goal, right? I am immortal?
You
Or do we have
won't age
a...
like our ancestors did, but of course there is always some wear and tear.
Obviously.
You should probably schedule a checkup every decade or so.
Easy,
Oh,
okay.
and be a bit careful with water. You won't die if it rains or anything, but we're running low on insulation material. I wouldn't go swimming if I were you.
Okay. At least I have an in-game explanation why you can't swim, right? Or shouldn't swim. Okay. What will you do now that your job is obsolete? Or complete?
I haven't really thought about it. This is all I've done for the last few centuries, and I like doing it. I guess for now I'll just take a break and we'll see what happens.
And that's the point where you can really figure out if they are people, if they are human, right? Because if they're just like, okay, program fulfilled, let's just chill for the next, well, until I, well, not rot, but rust and disintegrate. All right, let's see where this is going.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Like all citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface.
The
which you can use
interface.
to read the news,
Oh, cool.
chat to your fellow citizens, and
Yeah.
so on.
So basically a mobile
It's
phone.
a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
I don't want to be spammed, don't worry. New interface content available. Refreshing interface done. Yeah, you cannot see those little messages on the left side, but I hope they're not going to be important, so I'm just going to try reading them out whenever they pop up. Alright, Neath, number 33. Why is there like this stop mark left to your name? Alright. I cannot run around here, boo. Can I talk to you again? Can I punch you? No, no, I know that is not one of these games. So, how do I access the interface then? Can I? Oh. Tab. Social media! Oh, great. You can't run away from those. Welcome to New Jerusalem social media. Please familiarize yourself with the following rules. First, treat everyone with respect, regardless of their number. Second, don't take the founder's name in vain. Don't take the founder's name in vain. What is this, the 10 commandments? 3, respect the principles of the goal, but the goal is already achieved. 4, the Arthrox people discussion is now banned. 5, inactive threads will be archived. 6, if you have any issues, please ping the moderators. Jeremy, 832, Niam, 11, or Aronax, 430. Okay, that's our chat log with Neath. Completion Day celebration. Hermanibus. Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, your hard work and faith in the founder's vision has finally paid off. At long last, the goal established so long ago will finally be reached. The 1000th member of our family will be born, and our beautiful city will finally be complete. Jeremy. Oh, that was the moderator, right? As space at the dam is limited, tickets will be made available via lottery system. The celebration will also be streamed. Oh god, okay, so they're all gonna be there, literally there, staring at me whenever I leave this this store, and it's gonna be live streamed in the whole world. Are you coming with me, Neve? No? Well, okay. That's gonna be an event, right? Institution for Applied Pneumatics. L Facility. L Facility. I'll probably Elo him. What's over here? Red doors. This might be a power core or something. Why do they have this over here? I wonder if this is gonna play some significance, have some significance further into the game. Welcome, your 1000th member! Hey, you're looking the wrong way.
Look, it's 1K.
1K! The 1000th subscriber! Finally, we can apply for affiliate, right? A partner, whatever it's called on YouTube.
This should be interesting. At least give him a chance.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem,
Many years ago, when the Founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins.
It's already a lot more
Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built.
direct
Because of their
storytelling.
arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation.
And cutscenes and stuff.
Founder aimed to set us on a new course.
Than in the first
Never
game.
even met the Founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000 new humans. And today we have... Oh dear, what's that?
Okay.
People of New Jerusalem.
Prometheus.
I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call?
I'm mesmerized.
We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
Prologue, Brave New World. Oh, so immediately we are struck by the Matrix questions. Is this new world actually the real world, or is it another simulation? Hi.
I told you we should have investigated those energy readings. And I told him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I
can
call
see.
you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K?
Hmm.
I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure, meet us at the conference room.
I have a billion questions already. Like, first of all, why is nobody acknowledging what just happened with Prometheus and Pandora? Why is nobody, like, panicking? Like, why is nobody talking about what that means? Also, where the heck are they getting the power of all of this? Because, of course, you saw the power poles outside. It doesn't seem like they're still being used, right? I mean, one of them was really destroyed. So how do we power ourselves? How do we build all this? And why do we think that going beyond 1,000 humans... Well, obviously that's the philosophical question right now, right? There's these two forces, these two groups. The one, the progressive ones that want to... That was an interesting graphical glitch. Progressive ones that want to go beyond the goal. And the balanced ones want to be like, nope, this is fine. Be constant, remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. Yeah, exactly. Isn't change perfection? Attempt briefing is our current quest to the top right, as you can not see. Also, we have this. I'm not sure if I want that actually. Like this little icon on the top that leads us to where it could be. Can I deactivate that? Show compass. I don't mind a compass. Objective display. There we go. Never, please. Input hints. Yeah, sure, that's fine for now. Puzzle tool hints. No. Show time. Show time. Don't need that, I guess. Oh, motion sickness. Thank you. So far, it's good. Bobbing off. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize it so far, but yeah, I do get motion sick rather quickly. So I really appreciate those settings. Yeah, I mean it was actually rather fine so far, so Don't need to mess around with that too much. Interesting, I didn't expect so much.
What's broken now?
Oh, speaking of power, right? Didn't expect so much storytelling going on. Like direct storytelling, not just environmental. Can I talk to you? I also find it funny that, you know, like the others were going the other way, and I literally didn't even have the option to go the other way, right? Oh, look at this, it's beautiful. New Jerusalem! Why is there so much water when we are running out on insulation material?
Listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers, or whatever the hell you've all
Public
decided
frequency
to
Melville.
switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy.
Okay.
Great way to start life in the city, huh? What
Okay, so
the
we...
hell is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Interesting, so we're being... I mean, there might just be a camera inside here somewhere. But I'm assuming they can see and control us from... Well, not control, but see us from anywhere, right? New interface content available. Tabulator. What the fuck was that? Seriously, what the founder was... What the there they are, acknowledging the thing. What the founder was a thing in the sky. We all saw that, right? I didn't accidentally turn on sleep mode while Herman was talking, did I? I mean, it's always tempting. Nope, we all saw it. Can confirm. I believe it was a sign from the founder. What else could it be on this day of all days? Pretty incoherent for a sign. It didn't even finish whatever it was trying to say. What does the founder have? What? Does the founder have energy insufficiency problems too? Founder works in mysterious ways. I don't think it was a sign from... Well, it might be a sign from the founder, but... Like, she disappeared. I'm not sure if she disappeared willingly. Like, the Prometheus... He was talking about Pandora, right? So there's, like, two forces at work there. Prometheus... And Pandora, am I screaming black? Oh, that's not good. Give me a second. Yeah, seems to be a... major problem. Well, not necessarily a major problem, but I can't fix it right now. So I guess we're gonna call this episode in here. A little bit shorter than I thought. I hoped it would be. I was going for like a length of 1 hour to 1.5 hours, something like that. But yeah, I'm kind of forced right now. I need to fix this. I hope I can fix it. Let's quickly... I can see on the side, luckily, in my OBS, what's going on the screen. Yeah, I don't think it was a sign. I don't think it was a sign from the founder, so I think that's what we're going with here. I don't think it was a sign. What are they saying? I cannot really see on my left monitor. Let me just quickly move that over. Yeah, oh, that's better. Out of the mouths of babes. Well, what does it mean? I'm not a... Just because I was just born, I'm not... I cannot have my own opinion on what. How could such a remarkable display of unimagined powers not be a sign? It's much smaller on my OBS, obviously, so it's a little difficult to read. It's something, but not necessarily by the founder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be a sign of life, but doesn't mean it's intentional. It could be coincidence, technical accident. I think it's something, but not by the founder. Where am I? Sounds reasonable enough to me. Something weird is going on for sure, but what? We'll have to see. Riddles and puzzles are the foundations of our journey. So it began, perhaps, so it will continue. End of thread. Alright. And with, unfortunately, technical difficulties, my screen really is not looking good. Like, it's... I hope it still works. It was a very cheap screen, I have to say. So maybe I need a new one, actually. And again, it's not even a year old, I think. So, probably not. Yeah. With this... somewhat technical difficulties, unfortunately. We're gonna end the first episode of Gilgamesh playing the Talos Principle 2. Thank you so much, so much for watching. So much for watching. And hopefully you tune in again next time. Don't forget, always GG. I'm really looking forward to how this is gonna play out. I'm so intrigued already. Especially as to how, how that puzzling comes into place in the real world. If we actually are gonna continue playing in the real world, which we don't know if it's actually the real world or just another simulation, right? Who knows? Until then, bye-bye.